It's Nicholas back in the house. Today we are back with Bionic, Puppy Linux, or Puppy Linux 64 Bionic. There is a 32-bit version, but this is the 64. Now, by request, somebody asked me quite a while ago about getting drivers for their Nvidia GTX 750 Ti. This is a really simple procedure, okay? But please bear in mind, the drivers don't all work the same for every screen or card, okay? Sometimes you might be better off keeping them to the original ones, I know. Also, I thought I'd come back and do a bit more Puppy Linux, because some of the things have changed, etc, etc. So what I did, I just done a new install, on a hardware install actually, it's not just on a key, it's on a real hard drive, real stuff. So firstly, we'll go and do your drivers. Really easy, I'll show you. Click on Quick Pet. If you go over here, and have a look where it says drivers, there are your Nvidia drivers. Now the GTX 750 Ti does work with the 410, and I'm not sure if the 440 will work with it. I know the 410 does, because Sneaky Boy's got a GTX 750 Ti upstairs on his machine, okay? He's not running Puppy Linux, but the driver does actually work, so I don't see any problem. Obviously, if it goes bang, and it's not to your liking, remove it and go back to the other ones. There is another way of doing it. Okay, so if we go to Install, you go to Install Applications and go to the Puppy Package Manager, you can put Nvidia in here, okay? So if I put Nvidia, you know if I'd spell really, wouldn't it, really? And it can see that I've already got some packages already installed, okay? So we're going to click OK anyway. Now if you scroll down, you will be able to find the driver you want, okay? With one you want to try to go and install. They will be there. It may be hit and miss, it may be not, okay? It's all depending on you. Also here you'll find all the Boink clients for doing stuff on here, and well, there's loads. Oh, the Bumblebee one for the Nvidia, yeah, it's all here, and there's the ones that I've got installed, okay? So that's that one out of the way. The other thing, what's changed? Well, not too much. As you can see, I'm not installing new wallpapers at the moment, but I'll show you that in a moment and where to put them. So what we're going to do, we're going to go back to QuickPet again. By the way, this is where you update it. Not much has changed either there, actually. I'll do it for you. Find out updates. It's the same file over and over again. Blim blom, blim blom blom. I'm connected wirelessly at the moment, by the way. That's why. It's really picky about some of its drivers. Really. And I haven't had the time to install the main LAN driver. But this is what you'll get. It'll update everything you need. Okay. Remember, this is Bionic Pup, not Tar Pup. Okay. Bionic. Also, while we're here, I'm going to say to you is there probably will be a new version of Puppy coming out. I would say maybe June, July, for when a new stable release of the bunches come out. Basically, that's the only reason. Right, what's changed? Okay, we'll go to browsers. They're all still here, but some of these won't be the most current ones you want to use. Okay, so if now listen to it, if you want the most current version, go and grab the deb file and install it that way. Most of you should know how to do that. If I open my browser up, you'll see what I mean. So I'll go here, we'll go to Internet. We'll open up Google Chrome anyway, because I've got it installed. And if I put in Get Chrome, and Harry Barr's live down there, and you'll come up here, Get Chrome, you know what to do for me, you can download and install here. Okay, there you go, super duper. You just choose the version you want, and this is the one here, and off you go, no problem. And that will be the most current version you want, okay? Or need even. Well, and me Zoom clients come over as well. We'll come to Zoom in a minute as well. Now, as you know, I teach computer science to Key Stage 2 kiddies. We've been doing online lessons. Works super fine, no problem. I've gone with Zoom because it seems to work a bit better, and I'm not really a fan of Microsoft Teams. It has its uses, don't get me wrong, and it is available on Linux. I have it installed on my main machine. We'll go back to QuickPet again, and we'll go to the net. Now, as you can see, if you haven't looked at Puppy Linux for a while, you'll see some extras here. We've got Telegram, Rambox, Mumble has always been there. So they're all there. If you go to Office, you get LibreOffice. Okay, LibreOffice. This will take you to a site, and there'll be no connection because there'll be no file. I'll come to that in a minute. Okay, I'll come to that in a minute. But if we scroll down here, we still get the Dropbox installer, Megasync Open Drive for your Google Drive, yeah. So you can get everything you can still get from, and you can get Zoom on Puppy Linux, yeah. So anybody says it's not usable, It is really, isn't it? It's a good drop-in replacement if you've got an old machine and you want to keep it going. AV, what's new? Not much really. Spotify's still here. I've got it installed, as you can see here. I'll open that for you. Here's Spotify. Go away. Use it. It's perfect. Just brings over all your stuff to your machine. Anyway. Kdenlive and VLC. You may have to install them individually, okay, from the Puppy Package Manager. Under fun, not much here. Yes, you can get Steam, but because we're having trouble getting the 32-bit compatibility FSF or SFSs, it ain't going to run unless we can find a place to get them. I'm sure there is somewhere online we can get them if you go to the actual Puppy Linux FTP place, and I can't remember what it is. But I know there's one in Holland. But yeah, anyway, useful. Okay, this is the one where we can't get through here, so you're going to have to go and get that manually for yourself. All this you can install manually, it's not a problem, okay? And I've said drivers before. So, that's that bit out of the way. Now, I hear you cry. What else? Well, as you can see, it's still basic Puppy Linux, but it flies on this machine, but then again, it's got loads of cores, so it's going to fly. But it will run on nearly anything. But Bionic really likes at least a 1 gig processor, okay? You could get away with 1 gig around, 2 would be better, okay? You could get away with 1. I've got the Nvidia driver installed on here, so I'll open it for you. And this is here we are. I've got the 440.36s all running hunky of the dory, okay? It does, yeah. It runs fine. So we'll quit that. Next, okay, we'll go to our desktop manager, or JWN Desk Manager. You can change most things from here. Now, if you want to change your desktop background, you go to backgrounds, and there you go. But these are the only ones you want. You get with it. If you want to have your own, download them and put them in this folder, which is user, share, and backgrounds, and they will all show up here. Okay, they'll all show up here. If I go to my file system, there we go. So when I open it up, so we can see a user. So if I open up my eyes, so we should be able to find a user somewhere. Yeah, can we see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? I can't see it. But it's there anyway. It is there. Trust me. It's there. I'll find it later anyway. But it is there if you look. Okay? It is there. Trust me. Yes. So look at that. Changing your themes, your icon layouts, your icon managers, screensavers, screen fonts, mouse cursors. It's all available to change here. Change the menu, change your windows, change your tray, change your launchers, change your options for changing, and have different profiles to do different stuff like that. Easy peasy. There's not much more for me to say really. It still does what it says on the tin. And it'll be really, really nice to see if they can come out with a new one real soon. But for the time being, this will run most of the stuff you want to do. It will do VLC, it will do Kdenlive, it'll do mix for your mixing. Yeah, okay, if you've got an older machine, you're going to have to change with the settings, some of that, aren't you, really? Let's be honest with you. Everything that's all here that you really, really need, okay? There's a file system, yeah. Your graphic stuff. I've downloaded and installed LibreOffice, okay? Yes, I have. I downloaded and installed it, yeah, I did. So if you go to Document, here you get LibreOffice download and install LibreOffice. Click there, and it will download. If you click elsewhere, you won't get the file, but it does work. So if I go down to blah 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 LibreOffice Writer, click here, almost instantaneous, as you can see. Super duper Mini Cooper. That's what I like to see. Okay. Apart from that, all the usual here. If I click on Calc, that's all been changed over to LibreOffice. Normally that will be G numeric, and right will be Abbey Word. Yeah, Abbey Word. Yeah. So open him up. Oh, he's got stuff. Okay, that's typical, isn't it? No, we haven't done it. Well, when I go to templates, and we'll go to writer templates. See, I think it may have gone bang. So exit LibreOffice. Okay, that went bang. That obviously didn't work very well. But I haven't restarted the machine since changing all them settings. So I imagine once I restart, that'll be fine. Okay, that's one of the things about Puppy Linux. You may have to restart after you install several items because it just doesn't know how to do it. Okay. Remember, it's been going a real long time. My very first really rubbish Linux video on YouTube was with Puppy Linux back in 12 years ago, coming up 13 years ago. Yeah, long time, man. Long time. Wow, how things have changed. Under Multimedia, you get all the usual. OBS works fine, no problem. Simple screen recorder as default. It will detect your USB microphone if you have one. I've said about Spotify, GK radio, blah 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 blah, GW2 for your cameras. Yeah, all works. You can get quite a lot of games on here without having Steam. It's entirely up to you. Okay, but yeah, Puppy Linux is still really, really, really usable. And if you don't want to go with a herd, here I'm coming from here, and you want to go on your own, it's in the place to be. Sneaky Linux out. I'll see you later. Bye 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 bye.